Hi, this is Mark Bunker from xenutv.com. First off, thanks to all of you who have re-upped to my channel here. When I got canceled, I had close to 3,000 subscribers, and one day 80 of you have found your way back, and I appreciate that. I was talking last night to one of my coworkers about Scientology, and she brought up a question that I hear a lot, and I thought it might be worth talking about here. We were talking about, space aliens and Xenu and being blown up in volcanoes. And she said, well, don't all religions have something that, outsiders could view as silly, these old myths? And I explained to her that, the big difference is that Scientology hides these stories until you are in and you have paid hundreds of thousands of dollars. And that's a huge difference. And I'm going to compare it to Christianity, not to say one is right or one is wrong, but mainly because Scientology, Christianity is pretty much widespread throughout the U.S. and is something we can all understand. But in Christianity, it would be as if you met somebody on the street and he was talking to you about, his wonderful group. And they followed this carpenter. This carpenter 2,000 years ago really was a nice guy, and he had a lot of great ideas about, getting along and living in peace and loving your neighbor and working to help the poor. And it was really a terrific group, and we all try to be just like him and become better people ourselves. And you look around and everyone in his group is happy and smiling and prosperous, and you think, well, gee, I'd like to know more about this. And you're invited to be part of the group, and you find out that you have to pay to take courses to learn to be like this carpenter. And these courses will help you become a better father, a better parent, make more money at your job. All of these courses are going to help you communicate and become more like this wonderful carpenter, and you're going to be able then to go out and spread your gospel and bring peace to this world. And you think, okay, well, I'm getting something from this. I am able to talk better with my loved ones, and look, I am making a little more money at work, and there's something to this. And all along, you're getting deeper and deeper into it, and the courses get more and more expensive, and then you're finding out that, well, people up here in these upper levels, we can't tell you what's in the upper levels of this, but once you're, approaching this grand carpenter status, you are going to be able to do some of the things that, are pretty amazing. Like this carpenter could walk on water. And, if you didn't have enough food to go around, give him a couple loaves of bread and some fish, and man, he could feed the, entire stadium. You go, wow, he could do that. Wow, yeah, but, don't talk about that. But yeah, these are some of the great abilities you get. And you'll get them too, but you just have to take the next course, and the next course, and the next course. And you're thinking, well, I'm not getting them, but, everyone else seems to be getting these powers, and I'd like to be like this carpenter, and everybody else seems happy, and I guess I'm getting something from this, and you keep going along, and several $100,000 later, and several years later, when your life is completely enmeshed in this group, then they tell you, this carpenter we've been talking about, don't tell anyone. Here's a secret folder. Go into this room, open this folder, and you'll find out about this carpenter. And you go into the room and you open up the folder, and it says, this carpenter was the Son of God. And, his mother, she was a virgin. It was a virgin birth. And, and then he died, and he rose from the dead the next day. And you go, well, geez, I didn't know this, but okay. And you come out of the room, and you can't talk about that to anyone. No one. Not even to your wife, your closest friends. If they're not up at that level to get the folder, you can't talk about that. And you look around and you see some things that just don't make sense, and you've seen people who have been abused, and you decide to leave the group, and then you go out and say, well, they think this carpenter is actually the Son of God. And the church goes, are you nuts? That's incredible. That's a lie. We don't believe that. That's insane. And they raid your house to grab this confidential material from your home, and they sue you, they threaten to sue you, they start hounding you, they send private detectives to your home and to your neighbors and start spreading lies about you. Well, that's what Scientology does. And all that we as critics are saying, well, you know, just tell the truth. You don't have to go through all that. Just tell us what it all boils down to. And in Scientology, it boils down to opening up that folder and finding out that, well, Xenu, an evil space alien, blew you up in a volcano and covered you with body thetans. And that's your real problem. And thank God you reached this upper level to find out, because now you are going to get those superpowers we were talking about all along. You are going to be able to leave your body at will. You are going to be able to control matter, energy, space, and time. You, sir, are an operating thetan. You are godlike yourself. You know, it's a bait-and-switch religion. So you can believe anything you want. Just don't lie about it. Don't do that. Seems simple enough to me. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. So, until next time, this is Mark Bunker. See you at Xenu TV.